show you to create a new audit. This will probably give you the best way to review that data. So I'm going to just go in here and create a new audit. And I'm not going to fill anything. You would normally fill all this stuff out, but I'm going to just say upper right-hand plus sign, just to have a blank audit.
Yep.
It comes back and says no address or property name, which because I didn't fill it in. And we'll click on that and go to the summary view. And the summary, the reason I point that out is that the summary view, if you go back now to that cooling system, it shows all the questions. Obviously, there's no answers.
Right.
But it's a very convenient way to review top to bottom all the questions that are now being asked in the long view.
Great. Okay. I see. Super. Is there an easy way to print that out so that I can actually...
You can't print it out from here.
I can do screenshots.
You don't have to do a screenshot. Let me just make sure this works. I don't have an address in here. I'll send it to myself and then I'll show you. So I'm emailing this summary view to myself.
Send it to me too.
Let's just see if this works correctly.
Yep.
You should have gotten an email if I did it right. The summary view, it's an HTML file, and it should open up.
Link to summary report?
Yep. Yeah, link to summary report, and then there's also a link to a CSV file and a JSON file, which just reminds me that we don't have a link there for the SQLite file that we need to add.
I can either download it or I can save it to my Dropbox.
Yeah, what you should do is download it to your local so that you can work on it.
Yeah, yeah, got it.
And what I do, because I actually do this quite a bit, what you're, I think, proposing to do, the summary HTML is normally a web display format.
Yes.
But Microsoft Excel spreadsheet is smart enough to import that. So actually, if you open up Microsoft Excel spreadsheet and then say open a file and navigate to it, it will read it in and they'll be broken up. So it actually looks pretty good and is formatted pretty good. Makes it very convenient to do what you're, I think, planning to do, which is to review that set and maybe add comments to it.
Right.
But that does give you the way, you don't have to do screenshots or whatever. That gives you the data set that you can then deal with.
I like that. That looks good. Okay, great.
So I think that covers most of what I wanted to cover. Clearly there's 1,000 other details, and I'm sure we'll have to work through them, but I think that gives you the gist of what the app does, how to get the data off the app for your analysis purposes, and the variety of formats that are there to try to cover it. Clearly the analysis itself you're going to have to deal with because we don't know what you want or need, and everybody's different, but we try to cover the basis for how they might want to look at it.
And Rich, you know, it'd be interesting as we move forward and once we are doing our data analysis to share it with you and some of our reporting with you so that you can kind of see the other end and you know, what we're doing with it.
Mm-hmm. No, that would be good.
If, as I, not if I unfortunately, but as I have questions, who would you like for me to contact and what mode of communication would you like for me to use?
Generally, it will be Mark Fishbucker, who is my primary programmer. Mm-hmm. And he knows this inside and out as far as technical because he wrote it all.